Hey, what's up you guys? Brandasauresrex here, and today we're going to be doing a review of the SH Monster Arts Fire Rodan. So before we check out the figure itself, I want to take a look at the box. So let's grab the box and take a quick look at it. So here we have the box, and before I get into it, I want to say that this is a Japanese figure. I bought this from a Japan seller, and or Japanese seller, excuse me, and there's barely any English on this thing. So this is all you're gonna get for English. It's just this, the Bandai, the Tamashii Nations logo, the Fire Rodan right here. It says Fire Rodan right here as well. It says 2012. Some dates, it seems. Yeah, some dates, Toho pictures, Fire Rodan, the character and trademark, all that bullcrap. Then over here it says Fire Rodan, really nice red, and then you turn it some more, and you get pictures. Okay, my favorite part. This is actually my favorite part. Ooh, why is it so blown out? There we go. So you get some pictures here. Let me move you guys up. Yeah, so you get some pictures of the Fire Rodan looking all cool. He's flying over here. He's all hunched over here. He's doing all his screaming over here. He's shooting some beams over here. He's pecking out eyes here. And then Godzilla's blowing fire over here. I have no idea what the hell this says. Anything at all over here. It is all in Japanese. All I know is that it says 2003. The only thing that I could read. Booyah. What you got on it. And also down here, there is a photo of the poster to Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2? Yeah, 2. And that's the one with the Fire Rodan in there. Boom. That's awesome. Yeah, I like this box a lot. It's pretty cool, even though I don't understand anything that's on it. I think it's pretty cool. I like this picture of Fire Rodan from the movie. It's very different because, you know, usually with the SH Monster Arts, I'm used to having the figure here. There's a picture of the figure. Oh, and also at the top, it says, let me show you guys. It looks so nice. It says SH Monster Arts, Fire Rodan, and then it also says Fire Rodan right there with a nice picture of his face looking like he's smiling. I like it. I like it a lot. So before we actually take a look at the Rodan, I want to talk about something else that comes with the Fire Rodan, which is all of his accessories. And oh my god, there is so many. Look at all the accessories. Woo! Okay, so let's actually take a closer look at the accessories. So let's look at the bases first. So I think these are cool. These are all individualized. None of them are the same, but they kind of do look this, like some of them look kind of similar with this. They all have the theme of this sparkle. That's what I meant to say. But this is very cool. I love how this looks. It says B China. But yeah, it says Fire Rodan right here. I think this looks awesome. I love the glitter, and I guess this is the one you're supposed to put Rodan on, I'm assuming, right? And then it has this one, which I think is cool as well. It has that glitter effect to it as well. You can't really see it because of the way my lighting is set up, but there's glitter in here. It looks really cool. And then it says something. I don't feel like reading anymore. But yeah, and then you have this blank one, but still it has the glitter inside of it. Oh, you can't see it. It looks dirty, but there's glitter, which I think that looks very, very cool. I like it. I like how this came out. I like how it looks. It says B China right there as well with some numbers. This just looks really cool. It comes with 3 of the arms, as I heard some people call them. I just call them extensions or stands. These plug into the bases, and I'll show you how in a second. I think these look very neat and very cool. I love how these came out. These look very nice, very, 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 very nice. And then something else that it came with, which I think is crazy, it came with the head to Mechagodzilla. Yeah, so this head is pretty cool. What can I really say about it? It's a tiny head that belongs to another figure. You're supposed to replace the head for the Mechagodzilla with this one, and basically like Fire Rodan like smashes into it and he kind of like blows the eye out. So yeah, that's basically what it's for. I do not own that figure, so I just have this. It's going in a drawer, and it'll wait until I get this guy, if I do. Then he comes with a cradle. You're supposed to connect this to one of the stands, like so. I will grab the stand and the cradle, and you just kind of push it on there. And it looks something like that, so you can see that. It looks really cool. And then basically you attach it to the Fire Rodan base, so the Fire Rodan base, the stand, and you just do this, and now it is complete. So there's the stand, the arm, and the cradle. I think this is very cool. This is a great idea. This is something we saw them do with what figure was it? The Mothra as well, and the Batra, and a couple other flying characters. And then you have this plain base, which I think is cool, and you get this one, which is just like a little cradle, and you just put it in here, and it just kind of holds it up like that. And now I'm going to show you how this actually works for the Rodan. So let's change the focus. There we go. So you just take your Rodan, and always make sure these two prongs are on the back side, and then you just rest him on top. Well, he rests better when he is standing up straight, but you get the idea. There you go. And that's how it holds it. And then the last two things that this Fire Rodan comes with is his beam. I forgot the name of this beam, this blast effect that he comes with. I know it has a particular name, but I think this looks... I think it's the Corona Beam? Is it the Corona Beam? I don't remember. Someone tell me in the comments down below, because I know you guys love correcting me. But yeah, this is nice. I love how this looks. This translucent pinkish purple plastic looks amazing. And this is one of the reasons why I actually bought it, because I thought this looked so cool that I was like, I have to have this. And I think this came out very well. It looks very cool. It can be used for multiple characters, which I love. I love the fact that this can be used for Gigan and Rodan, and I guess some other characters as well, I guess. And then it comes with this blast. This one's slightly heavier for Godzilla, which I think looks great. This looks so cool. This is amazing. This is supposed to fit in any Godzilla's mouth, and I think it looks perfect. It just looks amazing. This is the effect that Godzilla, the power of the Fire Rodan, that when Godzilla absorbs his power, and this looks awesome. This just looks amazing. And basically what you're gonna want to do is find the porthole, which is right here, and you're gonna want to plug it in. I'm sorry, this is out of focus. Focus a little bit better. There you go. And just the sculpting on this just looks amazing. And then you can kind of slap it onto this base. I like to put it on this plain one. Plug it in there. There you go. So yeah. So you just... Oops, can't see that. So yeah, so you're just supposed to have it like that. Have it all set up really nicely with your Godzilla. I think this thing looks amazing. So yeah, and just to show it with the Godzilla, let's grab my Millennium Godzilla, and then we could just finagle that in there, just so you guys can get an idea. That's what it should look like. There you go. I think that looks awesome, man. I think that looks really freaking cool. So here we have the figure on the flight stand, and I wanted to just show you guys exactly what it looked like. You know, how it rests on there. It's really similar to the Mothra figure. I really like how I think SH Monster Arts did the Mothra a little bit better. You know, how it kind of fits under here, and it kind of hugs each leg. You know, I know that they couldn't do the same exact thing with the Mothra, but I just like how the Mothra came out better. I just like the way they hold it, how it holds each leg of hers, and it holds it together. I like how that looks, preferably over the way this kind of looks, because this kind of blocks off half of the figure for you. If you're looking at it in the wrong, you know, the wrong way, all you're gonna see is either wings or his face or something of that manner. You're never really gonna get the whole figure, and they did such an amazing job that you want to look at every little detail that this thing has, including the stomach, which there's so much detail, which we're gonna take a quick look at in just a second. So here we have the head to the Fire Rodan, and I just want to talk about the level of detail and sculpting that went into this figure and how amazing it looks. Look at all of the detail that is in each and every little, just little sculpting lines on the top of the head, the eyes, the teeth, the tongue, everything. Just all of the attention to detail that went into this. It just looks amazing. Look at the beak, and the fact that they got they got this little detail that Rodan has in the movie that I didn't even notice, is that his mouth isn't centered. That right here, there's a little dent in his face, and they got that. They put it in there, and it just looks amazing. I cannot imagine how much work went into this. It's just, whoop, drop some stuff. It just baffles my mind on how amazing this came out. The head sculpt looks great. Now let's take a look at the chest. So here we have the chest, and I just want to talk about all the little like lines and sculpting, and you can see all the like the spikes. In no way this figure is sharp, but it does hurt when you do grab the figure. But it just looks so cool. It's so cool. Just to pull them out of focus for a second. Just how cool that looks. And now let's take a look at the wings. I think the wings are a cool highlight that some people might look past. So I think this is a very cool part of the wing that I don't think it's showing up on camera too well, which is sad. But on the wings itself, there not only are these little sculpted pattern going around here, but on the wing itself there is veins. Like you can see veins coming through where the blood is running through his wings, and I think that looks awesome. And they're not the same on both sides, so it's individualized to the wing. And I think that's so cool. Let me see if I block out one. Let me see if I turn off one light. If you can see it. There you go. You can kind of see it right here. I don't know if I just knocked it out of focus. What happened? There we go. I turned off one light and you can see the veins coming through here and even through here, and how amazing that looks. Man, that's so freaking cool. SH Monster Arts have blown me away with this figure. Let's go over the articulation for this figure. So the head does look side to side, up in the top. His mouth does open and close. He does have 2 points in the neck, one at the base and one in the middle, and that allows him to look up. So when you get him into that flying pose, you can fix it, sort it that way, and then you could push it down to have him look down. And then his arms, they rotate 360 degrees, but I'm not going to stress the ball peg like that. He can bend inward, and also you can fold his wings up at 2 points, so he gets really close in there. Pull that, unroll it all out. It's the same on both wings. He has a sort of a thigh swivel joint, and it kind of pushes out that way, which is kind of weird. I don't like how that looks, but then you can kind of fix it as you turn it, and you can get it into some pretty decent poses. Double jointed knees, and the knee does kind of rotate, so you can put it wherever you really need it. So if you want it at the bottom, you could have it there. You could want it at the top, you could have it there, which is cool. Nothing. Oh wait, he can kind of rotate slightly at the calf, and he has an ankle pivot, and it also pivots down and side to side, which I think is a really cool addition. And the same thing goes for the other leg. And he has articulation in the tail, so he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of articulation in the tail, except for this last one. For me, this last one, it's supposed to move, but it doesn't, and I don't want to stress it out too much. I might do the hot cold water trick to see if something happens, but I'm not gonna. Oh, there it goes. It just came off. But yeah, that happens a lot with these figures. Like, a lot of things fall off the ball pegs, but it's also great because you can put it back on. And there we go. So yeah, that is the articulation of the figure, which I think is amazing. I did not think that in this little figure we were going to get so much articulation, then, because there's an abundance of it. But then again, this is the SH Monster Arts line we were talking about here. So now let's do some size comparisons between the Fire Rodan and some other Godzilla figures. So here we have the 2014 12-inch long NECA, from head to tail, long Godzilla. And you can see that Godzilla is way taller than Rodan. But this is not in scale. Rodan would be much smaller. Rodan would be somewhere about thigh level to the 2014 Godzilla. You can see he's that large. Now let's grab the SH Figure Arts, Monster Arts Mothra. And you can see that Mothra is huge comparing to Rodan. Look at how big she is. She's a big girl. She's a big girl who likes to party. I'm going to hold the bottom of the base just so that she can get lower. And you can see that she casts a shadow on Rodan because of how big she is. She don't play no games. Mothra came to party. Alright. Now let's grab our Millennium Godzilla, who is also another big character, very large. And you can see that these are in great scale together. I think this looks perfect. I I know Fire Rodan is supposed to be more with the 2000, the 90s Godzilla, but this just looks cool as well. I love how this looks. I think this is a perfect match. So now let's grab our Gigan figure. So here we have Gigan comparing to the Rodan, and you can see that I have to zoom out all the way just to get Rodan and Gigan in the same shot, and you can see some of my lights setting up. I'm so sorry, guys, but this guy is so huge comparing to this tiny little Rodan, and the prices are way different. You're going from a $100 figure to a $50 figure, so you can see the extreme difference for what you're paying for, and what you're paying for is the size. This thing is tiny, but it's so cool. But this thing is awesome. And also, if you want to see any of the reviews of any of those figures that I just did the size comparison with, you can go check them out. The links will be in the description for all of them. Go watch them. They're awesome. So to wrap up this review, I think that this figure is amazing. I don't know if I've said it already, but this figure has blown my mind, and all my expectations for this figure. I think it just looks amazing. It's very awesome, and Rodan is one of my favorite kaijus from the Godzilla series, and I think that he is an awesome addition to the SH Figure Arts line. He could greatly complement any Godzilla figure he's standing next to. He looks like a worthy opponent, he looks monstrous, and he looks like he can level a city with his wing flaps. I think that is awesome. I think it's cool. I think it's great, and I'm glad I got him before he went out of print, because I know that when he goes out of print, people are going to be asking for very much a lot of pennies, and that's not an accurate sentence, but it's weird. It's going to be a lot of money. I already saw people asking for $100 for this thing, and it's all because the Bandai people have decided to remake this figure and make him brown for the regular Rodan. But I like Fire Rodan slightly more. He looks more dangerous. He has 3 horns on his head instead of 2 or 1. It looks awesome. It looks dangerous, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't believe that I got this figure. I'm so happy to have it, and I'm going to talk to you guys next time with another review. So make sure you pick up this figure before it goes out of print. Be sure to get it. It's very much worth it. It's amazing. It is awesome. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out.
Crispy.
Cutting this all out, cause it doesn't make sense to keep it. I just dropped a piece to the figure. Oh my god, gotta pick it up. Gotta pick it up. I don't know why I'm singing when I know that camera's on. Probably gonna put this at the end of the video. At the end of the video. What the fuck? Can't figure it out. Oh my god. Gotta save up for a mic. Am I doing this backwards? Yeah, I am. I'm stupid. I was doing it backwards the whole time. Okay, so now that I got that all situated and fixed back to normal, what was I doing? I totally forgot.